Listen, people, I was first made aware in 2013 by somebody in Maine that I had somebody claiming that my daughter and I were dead. And so, with that being said, I was blocked from getting any information from Social Security Administration. They wouldn't give me any information. I have submitted and requested so many times information as to why. Why has this been happening? Nobody wanted to answer to me. So now I took fate into my own hands. And with the Lord above, I know that something will prevail eventually. But did I think that I would hear this bone-chilling fucking reading that I received? No, I did not believe it at all. But you hold on and I'll let you listen to it.
So I am picking up on some of you in the collective. You were left some type of a really big inheritance. This could have included money, property, a home, even a business. It's going to be different for all of us.
Hold up right there. My uncle Stanton Taylor came to me one day after calling me, and I don't know, he was very distant from the family for a long, long time. And he came to me one day with a pink envelope with my grandmother's name on it and said, "Kimberly, this is for you." Well, I held on to that and I held on to it and I held on to it until it was stolen from me. Now, mind you, I've been going through this since 1995. I have a sister that has had affairs with my ex-husband. And Sydney, please come through and true about everything you know that's going on and happened back then when you adopted Kiana and made her your daughter. Thank you.
But you were never made aware of this because you were surrounded by incredibly selfish and greedy people. I'm talking family members, lovers, friends, whatever. So they all grouped up against you and they went into a court of law and they said, "Oh, the collective is batshit crazy. Oh, my Lanta, they are off of their rocker." They even went as far as to pay doctors to falsify your medical records in order to make this lie appear to be true.
This is
Because
really
you see,
serious shit.
These people wanted to get power of attorney over you and this money or whatever it is.
I have gone through White Pages, Spokio, US Phone Book, and other places on the internet, and I have located my name in many different states that I've never even been to. Just saying. And it all leads back to my identity.
And so they see a judge and they all lie through their teeth. I mean,
Guildhall,
they
Vermont.
commit perjury one after another. These are people that testified in a court of law.
Brenda
that you
Lovell,
are
come forward,
crazy.
please. Maitland, Vermont.
So then a judge tells these people, "Okay, I understand the collective is crazy. I still need to talk to the collective. I need to see the collective."
I talk to the
So,
court every
whoops,
week.
What do they do then? Because they can't really send you in there, considering you're not crazy, considering that you walking in there and speaking to this judge would disprove everything.
And it will, because when my tire got tampered with, when my vehicle got tampered with, after I had already been to the courthouse, the tire nearly fell off on April 4th, 2025. So, noting that there were cameras up and down the highway, there were cameras all through New Hampshire, there were cameras everywhere, and people have cameras in their windows and in their vehicles. So, therefore, somebody's hiding something, aren't they?
That they had claimed about you. So what they did, collective, this is where walking into that vital records office, I did a reading about this a few days ago. They walked into some sort of office somewhere and they declared you dead.
I believe that
paper.
was in Montpelier,
Oh,
Vermont.
Yes, that's right. If this is your message on paper, you're dead. 222, as I said that. You are dead on paper. Let me say it a third time. Because these people really needed for you to be dead. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you are very much so alive, which is why it is that you even walking around and breathing right now is a gigantic threat to these people. So I encourage you, collective, if you even have a small inkling that this message is for you, you need to speak up. You need to stand up. You need to very publicly share your story. You need to make sure that the world knows you are not dead. You are alive. And you know what they did. Much love.
Now, I just want to let you know that's really fucking true shit right there. And noting that I've had cars that got vandalized, I've had cars that disappeared, I've had cars that were tampered with, I've had cars that were set on fire down in Florida. Um, I've got police that have followed me and pulled me over for no purpose, and I've been able to prove that, hence the fact that I filed lawsuits against the state of New Hampshire, the counties it happened in, and the town police officers, as well as the towns that hired these police officers that had been following, harassing, and terrorizing. And they all knew my situation, but did nothing but hide the information. Suppression of evidence and information leads to you. The fact is that I have been speaking up and out, and they're trying to suppress me from doing that. They're trying to stop me from telling you what's actually happening. And for the rest of you that are aware of it and call me a liar, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to hate on me. You're supposed to not believe me. You're supposed to think that I'm crazy. And I'm not any of it. I've gone and I've had many, many people look me in the face and say, what the fuck is the reason for them wanting to do this to you? And the only conclusion and solution that these people, such as high profile attorneys, can say is, you told the truth and somebody's after you. Well, my landlord on April 1st of 2021 told me he didn't want the rent money up in Island Pond, Vermont. Michael Hatton, he said that somebody was after me and my family and I needed to take my family and get out. His wife backed up that allegation. And so they're in there. My grandson got taken, my daughter went missing, and we lost everything. Subsequently, though, and coincidentally not at all, I never got any of my items back. That was personal paperwork, that was court paperwork that I had filed. And Jeffrey Noyce is still out on bail and bond after he was arrested. So, what does that really fucking tell you, people? You want to take me down for something that I didn't do because I told you the truth and I've been trying to help and save every fucking one of you from going through what I've been through and what I go through and what I'm not willing to go through any longer. I want justice. I'm not an evil person. I'm not a vindictive person. And I'm not at all an abusive person. I don't believe in physical abuse, mental abuse, or emotional abuse. Hence the fact that I filed lawsuits against every fucking one of you that do that shit to me and my family. Thank you.